Good day everyone. Welcome to another lecture video in Math 123, Integral Calculus. At nandito pa rin tayo kay integration techniques. However, we are on our fourth integration technique na, which is the integration by trigonometric substitution. So previously, we have discussed the algebraic substitution, di ba? And another technique na ginagamit sa pag-integrate ng complex integrands ay ang paggamit ng trigonometric formulas. So last time, instead of using algebraic na substitution, so we can also solve those kind of problem using trigonometric substitution naman. And for this type, actually meron naman tayong case dito para mas madali nating ma-distinguish anong gagamitin na substitution. So sabi dito, the problem of evaluating certain types of integrals involving algebraic expression may be transformed into a problem of evaluating trigonometric integrals. If ever na mas gamay nyo, si trigonometric functions, trigonometric formulas, kumpara dun sa pag-evaluate ng different kinds of algebraic expression. So you may consider this type of technique, no? So the transformation is affected by appropriate trigonometric substitution for the original variable of integration. So dito, meron tayong tatlong klase. So yan yung una, pangalawa at pangatlo. So titignan lang natin yung ating mga integrand. So yung ating f of x sa ating integral, if it contains a squared minus x squared, so itong si a is any constant na naka-squared, no? So for example, when a is equal to 3, so yung value ng a squared is 9. So something like that. So pwede rin siyang si a squared equal to 25, equal to 4, or pwede rin naman siyang equal kay hindi square na number. For example, like 2 or 3, mga numbers na walang square. So possible din na mga values yun ng a squared. So kapag meron daw a squared minus x squared, so ang gagamitin nating trigonometric substitution ay x is equal to a sin theta. So kung ano man yung value ng a na nandoon sa ating integrand. And then second case, if it contains a squared plus x squared naman, ang gagamitin natin, x is equal to a tangent theta. And lastly, if meron tayong x squared minus a squared, pinagbaliktad lang itong first case natin, ang gagamitin naman nating substitution dyan ay x is equal to a second theta. By the way, no, baka ma-confuse, ma-encounter nyo. So, etong second case natin, that is, parehas lang kapag merong x squared plus a squared. So, walang pinagkaiba. So, parang ano lang, commutative property of addition. 1 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. So, something like that. So, okay lang kayo pagbaliktad kasi plus lang naman sila. Pero dito kasi kay minus, importante kung sino yung nauna. Kung si a squared ba or si x squared. Kasi possible mag-iba yung value ng pinaka-difference nila. Ngayon, to discuss it in detail, so we know that 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to cosine squared theta. So ito yung ating Pythagorean, no? So yung sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1. So nire-reach lang natin. So alam natin that is na cosine squared is equal to 1 minus sine squared. So dito, ang pinag-usapan natin is yung unang substitution. Pag meron daw a squared minus x squared dun sa integrand nyo, ang ginagamit natin, x is equal to a sin theta. So bakit yun yung ginagamit? So yun yung explain natin sa slide na to, and then ganun din yung gagawin ko dun sa dun sa dalawa pang substitution. So unahin natin si a squared minus x squared na substitution. So dito, pag nakita nyo daw eto, a squared minus x squared, so si x daw, papalitan nyo siya ng, palit lang ko ng kulay, papalitan nyo x is equal to a sin theta. Ito yung unang substitution natin, no? So, kung a squared minus x squared, kung isi-simplify natin yan, so syempre yung x na to, equal siya dito, di ba? Ibig sabihin, si x squared equal siya kay a squared sin squared. And then from this, since parehas na term natin ay merong a squared, so pwede nating i-factor out ngayon. So, yung a squared minus x squared natin, equal na lang siya kay a squared na nakamultiply kay 1 minus sin squared theta. Wherein ito, sabi natin, equal yan dun kay cosine squared. So, papalitan natin ng ganyan. And then, kung paano man hilingin or as needed dun sa ating equation, dun sa ating integrand, so pwede natin pang i-simplify ito further. And then for the second case, so alam natin that 1 plus tangent squared is secant squared theta. So, ito naman yung substitution na x is equal to a tangent theta kapag meron kayong nakitang a squared plus x squared. So, dito yung x natin is equal to a tangent theta. Yan ang ating substitution na gagamitin. So, papalitan lang si x dito ng a tangent. So, di yung x squared natin, a squared tangent. And then, same sa ginawa natin kanina, ipa-factor out natin si a squared. So, etong term na to, magiging a squared times the quantity of 1 plus tangent squared. Wherein yung 1 plus tangent squared ay equal lang dito kay secant. So, yan na yung ating na-simplify na term. So, kung paano ulit, kailanganin dun sa ating equation, sa ating integrand, so pwede nyo pa siyang simplify. And then last, so we know that secant squared minus 1 is tangent. So, ito rin yung kanina, pero ang nilabas lang natin is tangent. So, ito naman yung third case natin wherein yung x natin is equate natin kay a secant theta kapag meron kayo nakita sa integrand na x squared minus a squared. So, dito yung x natin ay a secant. Therefore, yung x squared ay a squared secant squared. And then, factor out a squared becomes a squared quantity ng secant squared minus 1. Wherein itong nasa loob ng parenthesis, equal lang siya kay tangent squared. So, halos ganito yung magiging solutions about problem involving trigonometric substitution. So, pinakita lang din natin dito. So, to give you a better idea paano gumagana si trigonometric substitution, it is best syempre kung gagamit tayo ng example. So, evaluate the integral of dx over the quantity of a squared plus x squared raised to 3/2. So, anong klase ng case to? So, check. Tatlo lang naman yung klase natin, no? A squared minus x squared, a squared plus x squared, or x squared minus a squared. So, this problem falls under the second case or the second type ng trigonometric substitution. Wherein, ang ating x, so ang ating substitution, since plus yan, we have a tangent theta. So, take note, this is still substitution. So, if ever na nag-substitute tayo ng another variable, kailangan nating palitan yung variable of integration din natin mismo. So, for example, dito, so yung lahat ng x, papalitan natin na naka in terms of theta. So, ibig sabihin yung dx dyan, papalitan din natin mamaya ng d theta. So, para mahanap si dx, pwedeng eto na mismo yung ating i-derivative. The derivative ng x is dx, of course. How about derivative ng a tangent theta? So, si a, take note, is just a constant. So, pwedeng ihiwalay nyo muna. Ang i-derivative nyo na lang si tangent. The derivative of tangent is secant squared theta and then d theta. So, simplify natin yung ating integrand. Si dx, palitan ko na. A secant squared theta d theta divided by, gawin ko na lang bracket, a squared plus, so sa x natin, sabi natin, ginamit natin yung substitution, a tangent theta. Ibig sabihin, so a tangent theta, yan yung ating x. Pero dito sa ating integrand kasi, naka-squared pa siya. And then, sa labas, lahat yan naka-raise pa ng 3/2. So, gagawin natin, simplify natin itong nasa denominator kasi hindi pa siya maayos. So, we have a secant squared theta d theta divided by, we have a squared. So, a tangent theta na naka-squared, yan ay magiging, so distribute lang. So, product power rule ni exponent to distribute the exponent na 2 dun sa dalawang, dun sa a and dun sa tangent natin. So, this becomes a squared tangent squared theta and then all of this naka-raise to 3/2. Then, for the next step, etong denominator natin, so parehas na, merong a squared yung dalawang term niya. So, pwede nating i-factor out si a squared. So, i-rewrite ko lang ulit yung numerator. We have a secant squared theta d theta divided by, so ilalabas ko si a squared. So, factoring out a squared from these two terms, a squared divided by a squared, we have 1. And then a squared tangent squared divided by a squared, ang matitira ay tangent squared theta. And then all of this naka-raise to 3/2. Then simplifying it further, we rewrite the numerator lang ulit. Divided by, so same, product power rule pa rin ang gagamitin natin. So ang gagawin natin, etong exponent na 3/2, i-multiply natin dito. And then, ganun din dito kay nasa loob ng parentheses. So product power rule ng exponent, no? So what is a squared? Tapos naka-raise ulit kay 3/2. So pag ganyan, di ba, product power, pinag-multiply na lang yung exponent. So that is 2 times 3/2, matitira, a cubed. And then, what is 1 plus tangent squared? So yung 1 plus tangent squared, di ba, eto, tayo na ibang kulay. Di ba, equal lang din naman yan kay secant squared theta. So yung buong nasa parenthesis, no? 1 plus tangent squared is equal lang kay secant squared. So, yung secant squared na lang, yun na lang yung i-erase natin kay 3/2. Sige, sulat ko na lang dito. 1 plus, sa taas na lang. So, you have 1 plus tangent squared theta. This is equal to secant squared theta. Then, ibalik ko lang sa kulay orange. So, secant squared, tapos naka-raise ulit kay 3/2. So, parang yung ginawa natin dito kay a squared. So, secant squared naman. So, that's exponent na 2 times exponent na 3/2. So, may matitirang secant cube theta. So, yung nasundan nga itong process natin, no? And then, magka-cancel na tayo ngayon. So, merong isang a dito. Merong 3 sa baba. So, si a kasi is constant lang. So, pwede nating ilabas 1 over a squared. So, na-cancel yung isa kasi meron dun sa taas. And then, we have integral ng, so, secant squared divided by secant cube. So, 2 sa taas, 3 sa baba. So, may natira na lang isa dun sa baba, d theta. Now, so, sabi natin kasi si secant ay reciprocal function, di ba? So, si secant kasi, yan ay reciprocal ni cosine. So, 1 over secant, si secant, 1 over cos. So, parang 1 divided by 1 over cos. So, ito babalik lang din kay cosine theta. So, tandaan nyo na lang siya, no? Recall nyo na lang si reciprocal properties natin, no? For trigo. So, 1 over secant is just cosecant theta. So, integral ng cosecant theta, d theta. So, alam natin yung integral niyan kasi part yan ng ating basic integration rule. So, ang integral ng cosine ay sine theta plus c. Now, originally, lahat ng nandito sa ating integrand, syempre, in terms of x. Pero yung ating integral na napalabas, definite integral, ay naka in terms of theta. Therefore, para maging tama yung ating sagot, kailangan natin ibalik in terms of x. So, para gawin yan, so kunin ulit natin itong ginamit nating substitution. So, kung x is equal to a tangent theta, we can say that tangent theta is equal to x over a. Kumbaga yung a dito, dinivide ko ng a to, dinivide ko din ng a yan. So, makakancel ito, makakancel yan. Tangent theta is x over a. So, tanggalin ko lang itong mga nakasulat. Then, merong a dito. So, yan yung ating tangent theta, no? So, para ma-project natin, so dito kasi ang kailangan natin is sine theta. So, gamit itong substitution, mag-drawing tayo ngayon ng right triangle. So, yung right triangle na yun, syempre, 90 degrees ito. And then, let's say, nandito si theta. So, take note, this is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side. And then, ito naman si hypotenuse side. Tatandaan nyo, meron tayong, in general, parang 6 kasi yung pinaka-basic talaga na trigo. So, this is opposite over hypotenuse, while si cosine ay adjacent over hypotenuse, and then si tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent, and then yung tatlo, reciprocal ng tatlong ito, yun yung cosecant, secant, tapos cotangent. So, ang kailangan kasi natin, merong sin theta dun sa ating pinaka-answer na sana. So, kailangan nating hanapin ano yung equivalent ni sin theta based on this triangle. Now, kung alam natin, si tangent theta, yung opposite over adjacent, so etong x over a na to, pwede nating sabihin na si x, ito yung opposite side. While si a, yan naman yung adjacent side. So, base yan dito, no? So, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Ibig sabihin, pwede nating sabihin na si opposite side ay si x, si adjacent side ay si a. So, pwede nating palitan. So, tanggalin ko lang yung mga nakasulat dito para hindi na ako mag-drawing ng isa pang triangle. So, sabi dyan, ang opposite side ay si x, and then ang adjacent side ay si a. So, para makumpleto yung ating right triangle, kailangan nating hanapin ano yung value ng hypotenuse side. So, for the hypotenuse side, so, di ba, we have Pythagorean a squared plus b squared plus, equal to c squared. So, if you want to get c, this is the square root ng a squared plus b squared, wherein a and b is the adjacent and opposite side. So, brain ko lang. So, Pythagorean, etong hypotenuse, pwede nating sabihin na ito ay equal to square root ng adjacent side plus opposite side. So, yan yung ating hypotenuse side ng ating right triangle. Based on sa ating triangle na to, So, based yan dyan. So, from this triangle ngayon, titignan natin, so, saan equivalency? Sin theta. Sin theta, sabi natin that is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So, kunin nyo lang ano yung opposite side ng triangle na ito. Ang opposite side niya ay x, while yung kanyang hypotenuse side is equal naman kay square root ni a squared plus x squared. Ibig sabihin, eto nga yung term na to na equal lang kay kay sin theta. So, yan yung gagamitin natin na isasalpak dito sa ating final answer. Ibig sabihin, eto nga yung ating answer, 1 over a squared. So, si sin theta, equal lang siya dito. So, equal lang siya kay x over square root of a squared plus x squared, and then, syempre, plus arbitrary constant. So, ito na ngayon yung ating answer po for problem number 1. So, papansinin nyo yung step natin. So, una substitution. Kunin si dx, and then simplify ng simplify hanggang sa pwede na integrate. And then lastly, kapag nakuha nyo na yung integral na may plus c, so titingnan nyo yung ating pinakasagot. Lahat ng merong theta, ibabalik nyo yun in terms of x. So, yun yung process natin pagdating kay trigonometric substitution. So, yung nasundan yung step natin, no? Let's try another one. Ito naman, integral ng dx over x squared quantity, or x squared square root ng a squared minus x squared. So, anong case to? Merong a squared minus x squared. So, ito is magpo-fall under kay case 1. So, unang type. So, kapag nakakita ka daw ng a squared minus x squared, gagamitin substitution, x is equal to a sin theta. So, kung x is equal to a sin theta, hanapin na natin dito si dx mismo. So, a ay constant. Separate natin and then get what is derivative ng sin. The derivative ng sin is cosine, of course, d theta. And then, substitute natin sa ating integral. Ang ating dx ay equal siya kay a cosine theta d theta. Divided by, so, merong x squared sa labas, pero yung x natin, a sin theta, di ba? Ibig sabihin, pwede tayong maglagay dito. So, a sin theta na naka-squared. Tapos, square root. Or, lagay na lang natin instead of square root, no? Naka 1/2 na lang exponent mamaya. So, quantity ng a squared minus, still, x squared. Gawin ko na lang itong bracket. A sin theta. So, this is squared. And then, all of this naka-raise to 1/2. Kasi nga, square root. So, simplify natin. So, integral ng a cosine theta, d theta sa taas, divided by, so, product power rule ulit. So, a sine theta squared is a squared sine squared theta. And then, dito sa loob, meron tayong a squared minus a squared sine squared theta. And then, this is raised to 1/2. And then dito sa denominator, etong nasa loob ng bracket, so pwede nating i-factor out si a squared kasi yung dalawang term sa loob ng bracket natin, pares na merong a squared. So, rewrite ko lang ulit. So, ito medyo matrabaho lang pag rewrite talaga. Divided by a squared sine squared theta. And then yung nasa loob, factor out natin si a squared. Tapos ito, nakamultiply na kay 1 minus sine squared theta. And then all of this raised to 1/2. Sorry, hindi 3/2. 1/2. Now, we know that 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to cosine squared theta. Ibig sabihin, etong buong term na ito, pwede nating palitan yan ng cosine na lang. So, pwede nating i-rewrite as, so ulitin ulit natin, cosine theta d theta divided by a squared sine squared theta. And then, etong nasa loob ng bracket, pwede nating sabihin equal na lang kay a squared. Si 1 minus sine squared, papalitan na natin ng cosine squared theta d theta, and this is raised to 1/2. So, simplify natin ulit. We have a cosine theta. So, hindi ko muna kinakancel yung iba, no? Para minsanan na lang. We have a squared sine squared theta, and then using product power rule na exponent. So, multiply natin si 1/2 na exponent sa dalawang exponent ng mga to. So, pares namang 2. So, 2 times 1/2 is 1. 2 times 1/2 is 1. Ibig sabihin, etong nakabarake, kung sisimplify natin, pat kasama yung exponent sa labas, magiging a cosine theta na lang siya. Nasundan ba? And then, cancel this. Merong a cosine sa baba and sa taas. So, cancel na. So, labas na lang natin ulit si 1 over a squared. So, ang natira ay d theta over sine squared theta. So, para mas malinis ang solution, rewrite natin yan sa next slide. So, ulitin ko lang, 1 over a squared integral of d theta divided by sine squared theta. Now, ito kasi pwede pa nating i-simplify palalo. So, ito kasi naka 1 over sine, di ba? So, ano bang equivalent ni 1 over sine? So, we know that 1 over sine, so reciprocal ng sine theta, di ba? Ito ay CSC theta. Ibig sabihin, ito pwede nating i-rewrite as, so 1 over sine, so dalawang cosecant. Ibig sabihin, this is cosecant squared theta d theta. Now, pag in-integrate natin yan, so meron bang equivalent? So, meron. So, ang equivalent niyan, so recall nyo na lang, integral ng cosecant squared ay negative cotangent theta. So, di ba pag nagdi-derivative kasi ng cotangent, negative CSC squared. So, dito rin, kung positive yung CC mo, di magiging negative yung integral niya. And then this is plus C. So, you have 1 over a squared, so negative 1 over a squared cotangent theta plus C. So, babalikan natin yung ating substitution. Ang ginamit natin, take note, is x equal to a sine theta. So, from that, kung x daw, kung ang x ay equal to a sine theta, we know that sine theta should be equal to x over a. Kaya try ko, ang x, yung ating numerator, kapag sine, di ba? Matandaan nyo sa isang katawang. So, this is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So, kapag sine, since sine naman yung nandito sa ating substitution. Pero, ang kailangan kasi natin sa ating answer ay cotangent. So, might as well, pwedeng i-check lahat na actually ng ating trigonometric function. So, drawing lang kayo ng right triangle. Then, lagay nyo dito si theta. Then, fill out. So, what is the opposite side? So, based dito, ang opposite side ay x. And then, ang hypotenuse side ay a. So, para makuha yung adjacent side, this is equal to a squared minus x squared. So, huwag malilito, no? Ang pinaka-formula kasi, kumbaga, adjacent side squared plus, ito na lang para hindi malito dun sa ABC. Opposite side is equal to hypotenuse side squared. So, ito yung general, no? Ito yung Pythagorean theorem natin na susundan para lang hindi malito. So, kung ang nawawala dyan is, so dito for example, ang nawawala is adjacent. So, ang adjacent side, ito siya. So, para ma-solve dyan, etong opposite, lipat mo dun sa kabila. Magiging negative ngayon. Ibig sabihin, hypotenuse side minus opposite side si adjacent squared. So, para mahanap si adjacent, so squared mo lang siya. So, dito, yung hypotenuse side natin is si A kasi ang opposite ay si X. So, kaya ang kailangan mong ilipat is si X. So, kaya naging square ng hypotenuse side minus square ng opposite side. Tapos, lahat ng yan, square mo para mahanap si adjacent side. So, ito yung susundan, no? So, regardless kung anong side man yung nawawala, para hindi malito. So, compute natin. So, ang hinahanap kasi natin is cotangent. So, si tangent, theta, this is opposite over adjacent. Sorry, adjacent. Now, kung gusto nating mahanap si cotangent, so, the reciprocal niyan, that is adjacent divided by opposite. So, kunin nyo na lang ano yung value ng adjacent and opposite sa ating triangle. Ang adjacent side ay square root ni a squared minus x squared and then ang opposite side ay x. Therefore, itong answer natin, so, negative 1 over a squared and then ang value ng cotangent, this is square root of a squared minus x squared divided by x and then plus c. So, ito na yung ating answer for problem number 2. Okay? Problem 3. Evaluate the integral naman of dx over x square root of x squared minus 9. So, analyze nyo anong klase ng type. Kapag plus, syempre yung pangalawa. Pero pag minus, pimili kayo. Type 1 or type 3. So, dito nauna si x squared. So, from here, yung ating x squared minus 9, ito yung tinutukoy natin na x squared minus a squared. Wherein, yung ating a squared ay equal siya kay 9. Therefore, yung a natin ay equal to 3. So, ang gagamitin daw natin yung substitution kapag ganyan yung case. So, we let x is equal to a secant theta. Or lagyan natin ang value si a, that is 3 secant theta. This is x, no? Then, dito ko na idugtong. So, we get dx kasi papalitan natin mamaya. Labas mo si constant, then take the derivative of secant. Derivative ng secant is secant theta tangent theta d theta. And then, substitute lahat dun sa ating integrand. So, dito ko na lang siya simulan. So, you have integral ng, ang dx natin ay 3 secant theta tangent theta d theta divided by, ang x natin is 3 secant theta. And then, so yung square root, gagawin ko na lang 1/2 na exponent ulit. Pero, gagawin ko muna bracket ito. So, ang ating x ay 3 secant theta. So, sa equation natin, naka-squared to. And then, we have 9. Then, all of this raised to 1/2. So, pwede natin i-cancel na. So, merong 3 secant, 3 secant. So, para konti yung nire-rewrite natin. So, you have tangent theta, d theta. Then, simplify natin yung nasa loob ng bracket. So, product power rule. So, 3 squared tapos secant squared. So, we have 9 secant squared theta minus 9. And then, this is raised to 1/2. And then after that, so pwede nating i-factor out. So alam kasi natin that secant squared theta minus 1, di ba? Equal ito kay tangent theta. So i-factor out natin. So etong dalawang term sa loob ng bracket pares na merong 9. So pwede natin yang i-factor out. So you have tangent theta d theta divided by, so we have 9. Pinactor out natin. Sa unang term may matitirang secant squared. And then do sa pangalawang term, so minus 1 na lang. And then all of this raised to 1 half. So etong part na to, si secant squared minus 1, pwede natin palitan ngayon ng, sorry, this is tangent squared, no? So ito pwede nating palitan. Tangent theta d theta over quantity ng 9. Si secant, pwede nating palit, secant squared minus 1, pwede nating palitan ng tangent squared. And then this is raised to 1 half. So, simplify natin to. Yung nasa denominator ulit. So, product power rule. So, i-raise nyo si 9 ng 1 half. And then si tangent squared ng 1 half. So, magiging resulta niyan, we have tangent theta d theta divided by, so 9 raised to 1 half, that is 3. And then tangent squared raised to 1 half, that is tangent theta. So, may natirang tangent sa taas, tangent sa baba. So, magka-cancel lang ngayon. So, rewrite ko lang doon sa kabilang side. So, ang natira na lang ngayon, 1 over 3 integral ng d theta. So, walang natira, no? Yung 1 over 3 lang. So, na-cancel lahat. Natira lang dito, d theta. So, nilabas ko lang yung 1 over 3. Siyempre, kung ito yung integrate natin, hindi na tayo magpapakahirap. So, integral ng parang 1 theta yan, di ba? O di we have 1/3 theta plus c. So, paano naman kapag ganito yung case? So, walang sine, walang cosine, walang tangent, or any trigo function. Ang naiwan lang talaga is theta. So, paano natin i-express knowing that yung original na integrand natin is in terms of x. So, ang gagawin natin, so titingin ulit tayo dun sa ating ginamit na substitution. So, eto siya. So, x is equal to 3 secant theta. So, drawing tayo ng triangle. This is theta. So, ang ating ginamit pala is x is equal to 3 secant theta. Secant theta, therefore, si secant theta ay equal lang kay x over 3. So, when we say secant theta, di ba yan ay reciprocal ni cos. Kung si cos ay adjacent over hypotenuse, ibig sabihin yan, secant ay hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. Kaya importante rin nakabisado yung ating mga trigo, no? So, ang hypotenuse side daw ay x. Ang adjacent side ay 3. Therefore, etong ating opposite side, equal yan kay x squared minus 3 squared or just x squared minus 9. So, yan ating yung tatlong side ng ating triangle. So, dito sa ating pinaka-integral, pinaka-antiderivative na sagot natin, theta ang hinahanap. So, para mahanap si theta, actually dito, hindi na lang isa yung possible na sagot. So, actually, depende kung anong klase ng trigo ang gagamitin ninyo. So, kahit ano naman ang gamitin, so pares pa rin ang kakalabasan. So, dito, pwede kayong gumamit ng sin theta. Pwede rin kayong gumamit ng cosine theta or even tangent theta or cosecant, secant, or cotangent. So, walang problema. Pero bago yun, pakita muna natin paano ang gagawin. Sin theta, alam natin that this is opposite over hypotenuse. So, kunin nyo lang ano yung opposite side, that is x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 over of hypotenuse x. And then dito naman, cosine is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And then for the tangent, we have opposite. We have x squared minus 9 over adjacent na 3. So sabi natin regardless, kahit anong gamitin nyo or kung gusto nyo explore pa yung cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So, wala ring problema. Pero, para mahanap yung theta, so para palitan kasi natin yung theta dito, so pwede nyo sabihin kasi na si theta, using this sign, si theta ay equal to arc sine x squared minus 9 over x. So, using the sine theta, no? And then, from here naman, pwede nating sabihin na si theta, ang value niya, arc cos 3 over x. Or dito naman kay tangent, pwede siyang arc tan x cube minus 9 over 3. Lagyan ko na lang din ng parenthesis ito. So, yan yung mga possible values ng theta, no? So, pili na lang kayo dyan. So, kahit ano naman ang piliin ninyo, parehas lang ang magiging sagot. Ibig sabihin, yung sagot natin, dito ko na lang siya equate. So, 1/3. So, let's say, ginamit nyo is yung naka-sign. So, pwede siyang 1/3 arc sine x squared minus 9 over x plus c. So, kung gusto nyo gamitin si cos, arc cos, okay lang din. Or si arc tan. Or sabi ko, kahit alin man dun sa trigo na gusto nyo gamitin, so walang magiging problema. So, dito siguro, no, for practice na lang. So, verify nyo na lang if ever na pare-parehas nga ba talaga yung lalabas. So, paano ba tayo nag-check ng sagot natin for the integration? Siyempre, i-derivative mo. So, pag derivative mo, kung lahat ay pare-parehas na equal lang ulit dito sa ating original, ito, dx over x squared ng x squared minus 9, ibig sabihin, tama lahat yan. Pero, check ko naman, so parehas lang talaga yung lalabas, no? So, kahit alin man yung gamitin nyo dyan, so parehas pa rin yung magiging function natin. So, syempre, magkakaibang expression nga lang yung sagot natin. So, pwedeng ito yung ating answer. So, kung gusto nyo ng arc cos, so di arc cos. Kung arc tan, edi arc tan. So, walang problema doon. So, that's our problem number 3. So, you have the integral of dw over w squared, square root of w squared plus 25. So, what type is this? So, merong plus, ibig sabihin, it will fall under the type 2. So, ang gagamitin natin is, so dito hindi naman necessary na x lagi, no? So, dito pwede natin gamitin w. So, let's say, gagamitin natin, so, since dito meron siyang, so, ang pinaka-form niya kasi is x squared plus a squared, wherein, so, yung parang pinaka-x squared natin dyan is yung ating w squared. And then, ang pinaka-a squared natin, ito naman ay si 25. Therefore, yung ating a is just 5. So, kung pwede natin gamitin dito, so we let w is equal to a tangent. So, tangent to kasi plus, or wherein yung value ng a natin is just 5. So, yan yung pwede natin gamitin as substitution. Now, we get the derivative of w, that is dw. So, what is derivative ng 5 times tangent? So, syempre, separate nyo muna si constant. Derivative ng tangent is secant squared. And then we have d theta. And then, substitute everything on the integrand. So, ang dw natin is 5 secant squared theta, d theta, divided by, ang w squared natin, so ang w is 5 tangent squared theta, or sorry, 5 tangent lang. Tapos, merong squared sa labas. And then we have square root. So, yung square root, gagawin ko na lang din ulit 1/2 na exponent. So, let's use bracket na lang muna. So, w squared is 5 tangent theta. So, yan ay w. Kailangan natin i-squared. And then we have 25. Then, all of this raised to 1/2. Kasi square root. Then, simplify natin. We have so 5 secant squared theta d theta divided by, hindi ko na simplify, nalagay ko na lang muna dito. Sige, pwede rin naman siya. 25. 25 tangent squared theta. So, product power rule lang ulit, no? And then, yung nasa loob naman, pag sinimplify natin, so ganun din, we have 25 tangent squared theta plus 25. Then, raised to 1 half. Now, etong nasa loob, so eto, pwede nating i-factor out yung 25. So, pag pinag-factor out natin yan, so di ba, 25, may matitirang tangent squared theta plus 1. So, itong si tangent squared theta plus 1, so di ba pwede naman natin itong palitan ng so 25 secant squared theta na lang. So, simplify natin. So, 5 secant squared theta d theta divided by 25 tangent squared theta. And then, yung nasa loob ng bracket kanina, etong 25 tangent squared plus 25, pwede natin i-simplify as ganito na lang. 25 secant squared theta na naka-raise to 1 half. So, dito ko na lang isulat yung kadugtong. 5 secant squared theta d theta divided by 25 tangent squared theta. And then, apply natin. So, product power rule. So, 25 raised to 1 half. So, may matitirang 5. Secant squared times 1 half, may matitirang secant theta. So, yan ngayon yung natira dun sa ating integrand. So, i-rewrite natin. So, merong isang secant, or ito, 5 secant to 5, tapos mawawala na yung square dyan. So, meron natirang 1 over 25 secant over tangent squared. So, yun na lang yung i-rewrite ko dun sa next slide. Equal to 1 over 25. Nilabas ko na yung constant. Secant, theta sa taas, and then we have tangent squared theta sa denominator, and then we have d theta. So, simplify natin. So, alam natin na si secant ay 1 over cos, si tangent ay sine over cos. Kumbaga yung pinaka-ano natin, so we have 1 over cosine divided by sine squared theta over cosine squared theta d theta. So, isi-simplify natin yan, we have 1 over 25. So, take the reciprocal of the divisor and then proceed to multiplication. So, you have 1 over cosine theta, multiply na natin. So, naka-reciprocal na cosine squared theta over sine squared theta, and then d theta. Natanggal lang isang cosine. So, ang natira, 1 over 25, integral ng, so, cosine sa taas, na isa, tapos sine squared sa baba. And then, we have d theta. Or, para ma-integrate natin, so, pwede nating i-rewrite. So, copy ko lang yung constant sa labas. So, i-rewrite natin as cosine theta and then sine negative 2 theta d theta. So, inakyat ko lang yung nasa ilalim na sine squared para maging ganyan siya. So, by u substitution na lang para ma-integrate to. So, we let u is equal to sine theta wherein du is equal to cosine theta d theta. Therefore, yung ating d theta can now be replaced with du over cosine theta. So, etong integrand natin, ayusin ulit natin. We have cosine theta. So, sine is raised to negative 2. So, yung u natin is sine. So, basically, we have u raised to negative 2. And then, si d theta, we can replace it with du over cosine theta. So, this cancels. Matira na lang. So, 1 over 25. So, what is the integral of u raised to negative 2? So, applicable ang power rule, no? So, ang rule lang naman doon as long as hindi siya negative 1. So, we have u raised to negative 2 plus 1. So, magiging negative 1 na lang. So, ganun din lalagay mo sa denominator niya. and then plus c, or this is negative 1 over 25 u raised to negative 1. Or pwede rin siyang, so negative 1 over 25. So para mawala yung negative na exponent, lagay mo dito sa ilalim yung u plus c. And this is, so yung u, ibabalik natin sa original niya. So we have 1 over 25 sine theta. So ko lang itong 1. Yan. And then plus c. So I think I need to insert another slide. So singit ko lang saglit. So yung pinaka-integral na natin, negative 1 over 25 sine theta. Sine theta plus c. So hanapin na lang natin ano yung equivalent ni sine theta. So ang ating ginamit na substitution ay w is equal to 5 tangent theta. So ginamit natin w is equal to 5 tangent theta. Therefore, we know that tangent theta is w over 5. And then let's draw a right triangle. Put the theta here. So tangent is opposite. This is the opposite side. And then this is the adjacent side. So opposite ay w. Ang adjacent ay 5. Therefore, etong hypotenuse side niya is square root ng w squared plus 5 squared or just 25. So kailangan natin ay sine. So ang ating sine theta ay opposite over hypotenuse. So we have opposite to w, hypotenuse na, square root of w squared plus 25. So i-rewrite natin yung ating answer. So negative 1 over 25. Ang ating sine theta, ang kanyang value, w over square root of w squared plus 25 and then plus c. So pwede nating i-rewrite to. So itabi ko na yung 25 dito. Pwede nating i-rewrite, we have square root of w squared plus 25 over 25w plus c. So ito na yung ating answer for problem number 4. So binilik natin lahat kay w. Okay, next. Evaluate the integral of 9 square root of 9 minus x squared over x squared. So this one is mag-fall under kay case or type 1. So a squared minus x squared. So dito, yung ating a squared minus x squared, this is the 9 minus x squared. Wherein yung a natin is equal to 3. Therefore, ang gagamitin daw kapag may a squared minus x squared, so x is equal to a. So ang value ng a is 3 sine theta. So ito daw yung ating gagamitin na trigonometric substitution. Then from this substitution, we derive dx. That is just the derivative ng 3 sine theta. So we have 3 cosine theta. So rewrite natin yung ating integral. So 9 minus, so gagawin ko na lang din parenthesis. So 9 minus, ang x natin ay 3 sine theta. Then naka-squared yan. Tapos lahat ng ito ay naka-raised to 1/2. Divided by x squared. So ang ating x squared ay, so rekta ko na 9 sine squared theta, no? Even siguro dito. So I think at this point dapat kabisado naman na yung ginagawa natin, no? So 9 minus x squared. So ang x squared natin ay 9 sine squared theta. Then factor out the 9. So you have integral ng, sorry, nakalimutan natin si dx. So ang ating dx, meron pa tayong multiply dito na 3 cosine theta d theta. So this one should have d theta, no? So factor out si 9. So you have 9 9, 1 minus cosine squared, or what? 1 minus sine squared, sorry. Sine squared theta, and then all of this raised to 1 half divided by 9 sine squared theta multiplied by 3 cosine theta d theta. So, si 1 minus sine squared, pwede natin palitan ng cosine squared. So, we have 9 cosine squared theta. So, this is raised to 1 half divided by 9 sine squared theta. Then, copy ko na lang muna lahat. Cosine theta d theta. So, anong matitira? So, apply natin si square root. So, 9 raised to 1 half, we have 3. Cosine squared raised to 1 half, we have cosine theta. And then, so meron din ditong 3 cosine theta d theta. So, ito yung nasa square root. Ito yung value ng dx natin. And then, all of this divided by 9 sine squared theta. So, merong 3 dito times 3, that's 9. So, pwede mo i-cancel na lang itong dalawang 3 tapos isang 9 sa baba. So, ito kung simplify natin, we have cosine na dalawa sa taas, so cosine squared and then sine squared sa baba, d theta. So, what is cosine divided by sine? That is cotangent, di ba? So, etong pinaka-integral natin, therefore, pwede natin i-rewrite yan as integral na lang ng cotangent squared theta. Rewrite natin, cosine over sine is cotangent, ito naka-squared, edi cotangent squared theta d theta. Now, eto kasi hindi natin siya ma-integrate ng ganyan kasi walang basic integration rule for this type of trigonometric function. However, by using trigonometric identity, specifically yung Pythagorean, pwede nating palitan etong cotangent. So, saan ba equivalent si cotangent? So, di ba si cotangent squared equal lang din naman siya kay CSC squared theta minus 1 d theta. So, 1 plus cotangent squared is cosecant kasi. So, cosecant squared minus 1 is cotangent. So, etong si cosecant squared, so pwede natin yan ma-integrate. So, part siya ng basic integration rule and 1 is just a constant. So, walang problema. So, integral ng CSC squared, that is negative cotangent theta. While integral ng negative 1 d theta ay negative theta plus c. So, from here, hanapin natin ano si cotangent theta and then what is d theta. So, papansin nyo nandito ulit si theta lang na walang kasamang trigo. Ibig sabihin, you can use any of the inverse trigonometric function. So, drawing muna tayo ng triangle. So, ang ginamit nating substitution kanina, x is equal to 3 sine theta. Ibig sabihin, kung x is equal to 3 sine theta, we have sine theta is equal to x over 3. So, this is the opposite side. This is the hypotenuse kasi sine yung ating trigo. So, ibig sabihin, ang opposite side ay x, ang hypotenuse ay 3, itong adjacent, so 3 squared or that's 9 minus x squared. So, gusto natin kunin so, sulat ko na lang lahat, sine theta, cosine theta, tangent theta. Kasi sine theta, syempre equal siya kay x over 3. Si cosine theta, that is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So, 9 minus x squared over 3. And then si tangent, that is opposite, divided by adjacent. So, 9 minus x squared. So, dito, ang kailangan kasi natin, si cotangent. So, kung cotangent, ang gusto natin mahanap, pwede reciprocal lang natin itong si tangent. So, equal siya kay square root ni 9 minus x squared over x. So, palitan natin, so, negative cotangent, ang negative cotangent ay negative square root ng 9 minus x squared divided by x. So, how about the negative theta? So, kayo na bahala kung alin yung gusto niyo gamitin sa tatlong to. Kung Kung gusto nyo rin yung naka-arcsec, arccosec, or arccotan, wala rin namang problema. Pero siguro, gamitin lang natin yung pinakamadali, no? Dito lang tayo kay x minus 3 kasi sabi natin, parehas lang din naman yung answer regardless kung ano yung mapili. So, kung gusto niyo si cosine, okay lang din. Kung gusto niyo si tangent, okay lang din. Kung gusto niyo even si cotangent para cotangent lahat, so wala rin namang problema. Pero dito, you can use, so pwede sa ating sabihin, so from here, si theta ay equal to arc sine x over 3. So pwede yung sabihin natin, this is negative arc sine x over 3 plus c. So ito yung ating answer for this problem. Okay, for our last problem in this technique, evaluate the integral of quantity of x squared minus 16 raised to 3 halves divided by x cubed. So, merong x squared minus 16. Basically, that is the x squared minus a squared. So, merong x squared minus a squared na term. So, dun sa ating integrand, ito yung x squared minus 16. Ibig sabihin, yung ating a squared ay equal to 16. Thus, yung ating a is equal to 4. So, pag ganyan daw ang case, ang ating trigonometric substitution, x is equal to a secant theta. So, we get dx. So, palitan ko na lang ito, lagay ko 4. So, derivative ng 4 secant, we have 4 secant theta tangent theta d theta. Then, substitute everything. So, ang x squared natin, so rekta ko na lang din, no? Kung ang x ay 4 secant theta, ibig sabihin yung x squared ay 16 secant squared theta. Then we have minus 16. Then we raise it to 3 halves divided by, so x cubed, so 4 times 4 times 4, that is 64. And then secant raised to 3, edi meron tayong secant cube theta. And then papalitan din natin si dx. So si dx natin ay 4 secant theta tangent theta d theta. So itong nasa bracket, pwede nating i-factor out si 16. So, parang mayroong 16 quantity ng secant squared minus 1. So, si secant squared minus 1, equivalent siya kay tangent squared. So, pwede nating i-rewrite ito. So, ito medyo shortcut ko na, no? Kasi parehas lang din naman siya ng mga previous nating example. So, pwede nating sabihin ay nasa taas, 16. So, secant squared minus 1 is tangent squared theta. So, pinadaan ko na yan, no? Express ko as ganyan na naka-raise to 3 halves. And then, so merong isang 4 dito, merong isang secant. So, tanggal tayo ng isang 4. Ito babalik kay 16. And then, ito magiging 2 na lang. So, we have 16 secant squared na lang, theta. So, meron pa tayong isa ditong tangent theta, d theta. So, dugtong ko na lang. Then, product power rule. So, 16 raised to 3 halves. So, ito kasing si 16, di ba? Para siyang 4 squared. So, yan si 16. So, kumbaga, kung yung 16 raised to, so, ito, i-raise mo kay 3 half. So, parang 4 squared times 3 half. So, product power rule. So, parang 2 times 3 half is just cube. So, parang etong 16 raised to 3 half is 4 cube. So, ano ba si 4 cube? So, 4 times 4 times 4, that is 64. So, sige, ilagay ko na lang dito. So, we have 64. Kung gusto nyo i-calculate 16 raised to 3 half, that is 64 pa rin naman. And then, tangent squared raised to 3 halves. Meron tayong tangent cube theta. And then, meron siyang kasamang theta dito. So, instead of cube pala, lagay ko na lang dito, raised to 4. D theta. And then, we have 16 over secant squared theta. So, simplify natin. 64 divided by 16, that is 4. So, ilalabas ko na. And then, tangent raised to 4 theta over secant squared theta d theta. So, simplify natin ito. Dito na lang. sine raised to 4 theta divided by cosine raised to 4 theta. So, 1 over sine, kumbaga, we take the si secant kasi is 1 over cosine, di ba? So, kung i-reciprocal natin yan, so, mangyayari, kung nakadivide yan ng 1 over cosine squared theta, so, take the reciprocal and then proceed to multiplication. So, instead of writing na ganyan, pwede nating i-multiply na lang dito. So, cosine squared theta. So, matitira ngayon, we have 4 integral ng, so, cancel yung dalawa. So, merong 4 na sine theta and then cosine squared theta d theta. Okay, so i-rewrite na lang natin yan dun sa kabila. So we have, so natira na doon, we have 4 integral ng so sine raised to 4 theta divided by cosine squared d theta. So dito, medyo trabaho pa, no? Hindi, medyo malayo-layo pa tayo dun sa pinakasagot natin. So kailangan yung up to this point, to, lagi namang accumulation ng lahat ng previous discussion natin ang kailangan gamitin para ma-evaluate yung ating mga problems. So, tulad din dito, so kailangan nyo balikan yung ating mga previous topics. So, gamitin natin ng trigonometric substitution. No? So, we know that 1 minus sine squared, or 1 minus cosine squared pala, 1 minus cosine squared theta is sine squared theta. So, itong sine raised to 4 kasi, pwede nating hatiin yan sa tig-dalawang sine squared, di ba? Ibig sabihin yung ating numerator, so dalawang sine squared yan. So, ang isang sine squared, equivalent siya kay 1 minus cosine squared. So, pwede nating sabihin, so 1 minus cosine squared theta, so ito ay isang sine squared. Eh, apat yung exponent niya. So, pwede nyo, sulat ko na nga lang. So, pwede nyo sabihin na sine squared theta times sine squared theta divided by cosine squared theta d theta ito. So, ang isang sine squared, equivalent siya kay 1 minus cosine. O dalawa dito. Pwede natin gawin na naka-squared to. Divided by cosine squared theta d theta. And then, expand natin yung 1 minus cosine squared. So, gamit na lang kayo dito ng FOIL method. So, integral ng, pag distribute nyo yan, so first terms. So, 1 times 1. And then, outer and inner, so parehas na negative, cosine squared. So, 1 minus 2 cosine squared theta plus cosine raised to 4 theta. So, lahat ng ito divided by cosine squared theta. Then, we have d theta. So, eto common denominator si cosine squared. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin siyang i-distribute dun sa tatlong term sa taas. So, pwedeng 1 over cosine squared theta minus 2 cosine squared theta over cosine squared theta plus cosine raised to 4 theta divided by cosine squared theta. So, lahat ng ito is multiplied to d theta. Kung isi-simplify natin pa ito, so 1 over cosine squared. So, ang 1 over cos ay secant. So, dalawang cosine yan, ibig sabihin meron tayong secant squared theta. So, 1 over cosine squared is secant squared. So, dito parehas namang cosine squared. So, magka-cancel. So, ang matitira dito ay 2. Then, raised to 4 over raised to 2 plus cosine squared theta and d theta. So, dito, ang secant squared, pwede natin niyang integrate. So, meron niyang direct na basic integration rule. Ito constant, okay lang din. Pero pagdating dito sa ating pangatlong term, so kung tandaan nyo pa, kapag cosine squared or sine squared kasi, ginagamitan natin ang substitution galing kay double angle. So, hindi kasi na-evaluate kapag sine squared or cosine squared. So, tandaan nyo pa, ang ginagamit nating substitution for the cosine squared. So, cosine squared theta is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. So, ito yung ipapalit ngayon natin dito sa ating cosine dyan. So, mag-insert ulit ako. Isang slide para hindi magulo ang solution. So, merong 4 sa labas. So, siguro hati-hatiin ko na, no? So, merong operation sa bawat term. So, pwede natin i-separate sa magkakaibang integral. So, para lang mas mabilis. So, una, or siguro, sige, pag-iwalayin ko na lang muna. So, 4 times the integral ng secant squared theta d theta minus integral ng 2d theta plus integral ng cosine squared theta d theta. So, lahat ng yan nakamultiply sa 4, no? Tama ba? Plus, minus 2. Okay? And then, we have 4. So, integral ng secant squared, that is tangent. Integral ng negative 2 d theta, edi minus 2 theta. Pero pagdating dito, pinapalitan natin yan sa ginagawa nating integral ng 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2 d theta. Or eto, so okay naman na yung unang dalawang term natin. So, dito na lang tayo tumutok. So, pwede natin din itong isulat as 1 half plus cosine 2 theta over 2 d theta. So, dito, integral ng 1 half is 1 half theta. Pero integral ng cosine 2 theta over 2, gagamit pa tayo dito ng U substitution. So, we let Q, siguro para hindi malito, no? I-rewrite ko na lang muna lahat. So, si 4, distribute ko na. Meron tayong 4 tangent theta. 4 times negative 2 minus 8 theta plus, so dito kasi merong 1 half dyan, di ba? So, 1 half pwede mong ilabas, tapos merong 4 dun sa pinakalabas. So, 4 times 1 half, we have 2. Integral ng 1 half, di ba? Parang theta lang naman yan. So, meron tayong plus 2 theta dito. And then lastly, we have 4 times integral ng 1 half or cos 2 theta over 2 d theta. So, if nasundan yung process natin, no? So, dito, ang gagawin ko na lang, so, merong over 1 half dito. So, 4 over 2. So, magiging 2 na lang yun dito. So, para wala nang medyo magulo, no? So, eto ang gagamitin natin. So, for the integral ng cos 2 theta, we let u is equal to 2 theta. And then we get du is equal to 2 d theta. Therefore, yung ating d theta, pwede nating palitan ng du over 2. So, eto lang, isulat ko lang dito yung integral lang ng cos 2 theta. So, mangyari, magiging 2 integral ng cos. Yung 2 theta, nilet natin equal to u. Ang ating d theta, papalitan natin ng du over 2. Ibig sabihin, makakancel na ngayon yung 2 dyan. Matitira integral na lang ng cosine u. So, integral ng cosine u is sin u, wherein ang u natin equal siya kay 2 theta. Meron pa bang isang slide? So, meron pa. So, i-rewrite ko na lang para doon na lang tayo mag-drawing ng triangle. So, you have 4 tangent theta. So, negative 8, positive 2, negative 6 theta. And then, yung ating pangatlong term. So, na-cancel no? Sinama ko na yung 2 dito. So, 2, tapos merong 1 half dito, nag-cancel. So, yung pinaka-third term natin after ma-integrate, equal na lang siya kay sin 2 theta. So, plus sin 2 theta. And then, syempre, plus c. Huwag kakalimutan. So, tangent. So, pag nag-drawing tayong triangle, okay lang din. Kukuha natin. Then, theta, ganun din. Mag-inverse triangle ulit tayo. Pero pagdating dito kay sin 2 theta, so kailangan natin gamitan ng isa pang substitution. So, double angle naman ni sin. Kung tandaan nyo pa yung formula natin, so copy ko lang. So, we have 4 tangent theta minus 6 theta. So, etong si sin 2 theta, pwede nating i-rewrite yan as 2 sine theta cosine theta plus c. Parang hanapin natin sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, and then mamili na lang kayo nung gusto nyo gamitin for the theta. Kung arcsine, arccos, or arctan. So, wala nang magiging problema. Drawing tayo ng ating triangle. So, ang ating ginamit na substitution for this problem, x is equal to 4 secant theta. So, x is equal to 4 secant theta. Therefore, yung ating secant theta ay equal to x over 4. So, ang secant theta ay reciprocal ni cos. So, si cos kasi ay adjacent over hypotenuse. So, reciprocal nun, hypotenuse over adjacent. So, ang hypotenuse natin ay si x. Ang adjacent ay si 4. Ang opposite side, x squared minus 16. Tama? X squared minus 16. Oops. So, kunin natin what is the value ng sine theta. What is the value ng cosine theta, and then tangent theta. So, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So, you have square root ng x squared minus 16 over x. Cosine, we have adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And then, for the tangent, we have opposite x squared minus 16 divided by adjacent na 4. So, ibig sabihin, kung i-rewrite natin itong answer natin, so dito na lang. So, equal siya kay 4. Ang tangent theta natin ay ito. So, 4 square root ng x squared minus 16. Tapos, merong 4 dun sa baba. Minus 6. So, pwede na kayo pamili dyan anong gusto nyong inverse triangle. Pero ako siguro dito na lang, no? Kasi mas konti siya isulat. So, si theta, gamit si cosine theta ay equal kay arc cos 4 over x lang. And then, plus 2. Ang ating sine theta, ito siya. So, square root ng x squared minus 16 over x. So, ito si sine. So, multiply pa natin to ng cosine. So, 4 over x naman. Simplifying everything, cancel si 4 dito. We have square root ng x squared minus 16 and then minus 6 arc cos 4 over x and then plus, so 2, 4 dun sa taas, meron tayong 8 over x squared square root ng, or para ano, compact yung form niya. So 8 square root ng x squared minus 16 over x squared, and then lastly, plus c. So, tatlong term yung ating answer, no? Pang-apat si c. So, ito yung ating answer for problem number 6. And that ends our discussion for the integration by trigonometric substitution.